Every day, 1.5 million people wake up in the Rouge River Watershed. They don't necessarily know they're in it, but they are. In fact, just about everyone lives in a watershed, and everyone has an effect on it. But what is a watershed? A watershed is an area of land that drains into a common body of water, in this case, the Rouge River. The Rouge River Watershed covers 467 square miles of land, including 48 communities and parts of 3 counties. But the boundaries of the watershed are not decided by people. They are determined by nature. Think of a watershed as a large, shallow bowl with an uneven edge, filled with little ridges and valleys, all leading to an opening at one side of the bowl. The highest points of the entire watershed are the edges of the bowl. On the other side of the edge are other watersheds. When water falls on any point of the watershed, it may evaporate, seep into the ground, be used by plants, animals, or humans, or move downhill with gravity, forming tiny streams which combine with other streams, gaining in size as they go. Each group of small creeks and streams form their own subwatershed, which, together with other subwatersheds, feed the largest moving body of water in the watershed, in this case, the Rouge River. Ultimately, every drop of water that falls within the watershed is either intercepted and used, becomes part of the groundwater, evaporates into the air, or ends up at the lowest point of the watershed as it enters the Detroit River. So, where does the Rouge River start? It doesn't start in any one place. It starts in many places. And in many ways, it starts with you. Think of all the ways you use water. For washing, drinking, playing, watering the lawn. Now think of all the ways you affect the water. Fertilizer, pesticides, oil. All of these pollutants enter the watershed and become part of the ecosystem. A watershed, with the help of associated wetlands, is capable of handling some of this stress. It can absorb, break down, and dilute some chemicals and pollutants. It can slow, cool, and store large amounts of surface runoff. But changes in the watershed can affect these benefits. When we build houses, offices, factories, and shopping centers, we replace the natural, permeable surfaces with non-permeable surfaces, such as rooftops, roads, parking lots, driveways, and sidewalks. These impervious surfaces collect rainwater and send it rapidly down gutters and sewers, picking up pollutants and dirt and sending it directly into streams and rivers. When the level of impervious surfaces rises above 10 to 20% of the total surface area, the river simply cannot handle the strain on its ability to manage the increased volume. To control flooding, channels are sometimes built to speed the flow. But this leads to other problems, like increased erosion, degraded wildlife habitats, and destroys the benefits gained by the natural movement of water. In unaltered watersheds, waterways take a rambling course, slowing and cooling the runoff, and creating welcoming habitat for many forms of life, all existing in a web of interdependence. The Rouge River Watershed is a natural treasure that enhances the quality of our daily life. We fish in it, we boat on it. The healthy diversity of plant and animal communities depend on it. Our drinking water is affected by it. The air we breathe is improved by it. Every day, in unseen ways, you affect the watershed. You are part of the biodiversity within the Rouge River Watershed and benefit from a healthy ecosystem. And through water, you are connected to others as well. The Rouge River Watershed is just one of many watersheds in our state, interconnecting and flowing to larger rivers, lakes, and streams, all leading to the Great Lakes, which flow to the St. Lawrence Seaway, and ultimately, the Atlantic Ocean. We live in a shrinking world where the actions taken in one place can have a profound effect on another. And the cumulative actions of many people in many places, good and bad, can have a dramatic effect on the entire planet. Welcome to the Rouge River Watershed. You live in it, you play in it, you're a part of it, and the watershed is a part of you.